Yeah, it's kind of like Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, but keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, if you want to, when you start PoE 2, you could just make your exact character from PoE 1 and just, like, you know, you can do whatever you want from an RP perspective, so, you know, have fun with it. Don't think your character, well, I mean, your character might die. Again, I don't know the lore, but, you know, you can, I'm sure you can come up with it. Is this what you wanted? Osric wavers for a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How did you manage this? You're right about the affidavit. Unfortunately, Penhelm forced me into a fight. A shame it ended like that, but he's the lion weasel who started this. You did all I asked, and you are owed much. Stop by Sonalid's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city. Cool. What is this armor to you anyway? It's nothing really, just a keepsake. Well, there you go. He tries to look you in the eye, but when he does, he appears to reconsider. He sighs. It commemorates the Order of Magrin, highest order of valor, awarded to the dead, never the living. Us Derwoodians, real Derwoodians, we don't have nobility or birthrights, unless you're some copper from Adir. All we've got's the honor that we bring to our family name. The Order of Magrin is, well, they don't give it out too much. Not often you see a member of the dozens whose revolutionary ties are as good as they say as he says they are. So this, he pauses, considering the weathered metal, a pale image of its former self, but still catching the light, is something we live up to. That's cool.
I'm here.
That was cool. And as we can see, there were no faction hits. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Great. Hey, Smack Mickey, how you doing today, bud? If you haven't played PoE 1, does it randomize your choices for PoE 2? From what I understand, there's 3 ways to start PoE 2. Import a PoE 1 saved game. Use an already predetermined history that the game offers you. Or there's apparently a system in PoE 2 that lets you build the major choices from PoE 1 and then use that history in PoE 2. Very similar to people that played Dragon Age Inquisition. If you remember that system. We're going to see tomorrow, because I'll show you all this tomorrow. Even though we're, by the way, even though we're going to be importing a save tomorrow, we're still going to take a look at the history crafting system. Because I want to see what choices are pegged. That'll kind of tell us the major influences in PoE 2. So even though we're going to be importing a game, we'll still take a full look at that system tomorrow. Okay. Let's go ahead and rest one more time. Actually, I need to rest outside, don't I? That's the only time that it really triggers these little things. Dragon Age Keep is what it was. Yeah, thank you. That's what it was called for DAI. Dragon Age Keep. Now they made it like a website that you went to and stuff. Like Dragon Age Inquisition did a little bit differently. I'm pretty sure that for PoE 2 it all takes place in the game. They had Dragon Age Keep released like weeks to months before DAI. That was not the case for this one. Oh, we can go to Yenwood Field. That's cool. We were going to go to... Let's just go back to Caed Nua. Actually, no. Let's go to Yenwood Field first. We'll sleep there to see if that'll trigger something. And then we'll go to Caed Nua, deal with that. And we'll see if we can talk to Grieving Mother. If we can't, we're going to pick up Sagani. And we're going to go and start doing Sagani's quest. And, well, actually, we got to go down and get the loot first. Snapcat Bandit with the 30 bucks. Cohh, please get this to Lena. Not only because it's her birthday, but to thank her for sharing you with all of us each day and every day. Lena is the true MVP. Snapcat, that is super nice of you to say. I appreciate that, Snapcat. Thank you. Mullatron with the 30-month double sub. Chlorine with the 8 months. A $15 anonymous tip. If you could buy a muffin for Lena for this, that would be nice. I will buy her a muffin. Thank you. We also have Sim Eon with the new sub. Smack Mickey with the 4 years. Oblividurge. What a cool name. With the new Prime sub. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. The rest. Skirmish Archer Lion Companion hits Skirmish Archer for 1 damage. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Wherever that mob is. Does anyone know if there's a video in PoE 2 where the voice acting is showcased? Yeah, it's called Critical Role. And it's on the Geek and Sundry channel. Just check out their D&D sessions. They have really good D&D sessions called Critical Role. I unfortunately have not seen any of them, but I've heard great things. And all of the people on Critical Role are acting in PoE too. So if you're interested in hearing what the voice acting is going to be like, go watch Critical Role, and that'll give you a very good idea. Because apparently they're acting many characters in the game. So, should be fun. Let's actually go do this first. It doesn't matter where you rest. It just needs to be at least 3 rests to trigger the next part. Oh. Okay. Nespresso! Oh, dude, awesome. Thank you, buddy. Good luck with all the work, dude. Good luck with all the work.
Hello.
Oh, you know what? I need to mention this. There is one small issue with importing a save over crafting history. And chat, help me out here. I am pretty sure that chat pointed me to an interview a while back where the devs specifically said that there are some choices made in a PoE1 save game that they will not give you the option to change if you craft history. So I think there may be like some side quests or small things that happen in a PoE1 save that you don't get the option to do in the history. Now, again, correct me if I'm wrong on that. And all that means is that in the game, they like make the decisions for you. Okay, King Andrew says that is correct. Yes, there are a few minor things that will change. Okay, so they're minor things. Okay, cool, great. Okay. I'd assumed they're minor, like flavor stuff. Characters that you rescued, you know, may notice you and recognize you, things like that. Cool. But none of the main stuff.
I'm here.
None of the big decisions. Cool. Okay, let's see. So now we're gonna do. Let's see. Can we rest one more time here? I don't think the Cade new accounts. Let's check. Yeah, exactly, Agamir. Yeah. Oh! You find yourself back in the space inside the grieving mother's mind. It is familiar this time, and even though you feel you have seen countless bursts from this vantage point, something fills you with unease. The sky is darkened, and the mist has risen from the forest to hem in you. You are trapped. You hear something. The sound is strange, dissonant, like warping metal. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet as it rises, the eerie melody drives the numbness from your limbs and clears a space in the mist. Focus on the chimes. The noise resolves into a dull tone. As it resounds through your bones, you see that your hands are in motion. And once again, you are drawing forth life, something warm and fragile struggling to the world. The scene feels familiar, a moment you have lived and dreamed 1,000 times before, and yet something ominous gnaws at the edge. Focus on the child and the movement of your hands. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear and sharp, yet somewhere distant they seem echoed by something else, wails of sorrow, tolling bells. It's impossible to tell. Draw the child forth. An inexplicable sense of dread fills your soul as the child makes its journey to you, push by push. A malicious presence seems to surround you, and you lean forward to shield the child. At last, the baby emerges, wet and ready from its journey. A lifetime seems to have passed as the newborn moved from womb to world, and yet another seems to pass as you cradle the trembling child, waiting. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the chime echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach out for the child. Surrender the child. As you surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the dull clangor sounds, you feel a weight hanging from your wrist. You look down and see bones, tiny and malformed, hanging from a string around your wrist. They're heavier than they should be, and as they clank together, they make a noise like funeral bells. The mother is too intent upon her newborn to pay you any heed, and so you hide your wrist behind your back. She need never know, can't ever know. As you hide the bone chimes, you shiver, in relief with premonition at the chill wind that suddenly sweeps the plateau. Wake up. And thus the Antichrist was born. We need to talk.
Your mind comes bearing questions.
I walked again in your memories. This time they felt strange. I would see them again. Your vision gives ways to... Oh, okay, hold on. Yes, and let's focus on the mother. The woman should be in pain, the natural pain of childbirth. You know this, but it is faint, distant, and you realize that you're soothing the pain with your minds, smoothing out the eddies of pain and relaxing her thoughts just enough so she can still push from within, push the child forth. You are taking that pain onto yourself, but the pain has layers. One is a pressure, a familiar welcoming pain, and the other it is a razor at your consciousness, more recent than this memory. Whoa. Oh! Yo, is this the first time she pulled a Hollowborn into reality, maybe? Maybe this was her first Hollowborn. I wanted to know more about you.
And I you. In asking,
Oh.
we reveal ourselves to each other.
Why are you called the Grieving Mother? The air seems to go still for a moment, and time stretches it did before the two of you met. There's a wash of uncertainty from her mind, slowly shaping into questions that swirl and do not coalesce. She does not move. She seems paralyzed, as if you have just wrapped her in a cold blanket.
That is a question for you, not I. That is not my name, although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you. Is that what you see when your eyes fall upon me?
So I named you? As a watcher, you may see what I do not, or your mind shapes the thoughts I project into a new meaning. There is truth in that title, but it is not all I am. So what do you grieve then? You must have felt it, seen it. It has many names as the pain it has caused. Yeah, dude, I think she's talking about the Wide Wind's legacy. As the words take shape, they seem to tumble from her, and the wave is great, rushing into your mind. You're surprised, you feel as if you've been touched by the Biowack again, and behind it, cutting through the torrent like a knife, are the thoughts of the grieving mother. There is a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stems from men and carved furrows across the wombs of women. There is much I have forgotten, but I can feel the wound all around me. It will not let me rest, not let me be. The children have gone silent, yet their voices may be heard again. Are you speaking of the Hollowborn? The word. There is a slowness of thought as the word is being weighed, accepted. It does not feel natural to her. You can sense it. Was once unknown to me, as was much of what unfolded in the outside world. When the curse came upon us, I thought it a smaller thing, a thing of communities and hearths. Her thoughts seemed to stumble, as if on weak legs. It was only when I walked did I feel it stretching out around me, in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused, nor something they deserved. That which is inside them has been torn away. I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched closed. The world bleeds forth from between a woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. You know its cause? There's a desperation, a welling fear. You can almost feel her thoughts shivering, and you realize she is as lost as you are on the matter. Well, actually, we know exactly what it is. And then a sudden sharp clarity. I shall know it through you. Your eyes will track the cause, find the path, and I will be beside you. There is no wound that cannot be healed, and if you are truly a watcher, then this wound may be seen from what it is. You saw me where I hid. Whoever's hands have stilled the world, you shall see them too. And if there's no way to heal it, what then? I will be there, and you will do what must be done. You are given your sight so that you may watch the world, and you will tend it. The children shall have their voice again. If your will is weak, then I shall strengthen it. So in other words, if you don't do it, then I'll take control of you. Lean upon me. You feel a weight in her words, as if hands are on your shoulders. You feel the question in your mind lose edge, and they become merely words. As I lean upon you, your eyes shall be my eyes, and as I shall be your hands when the time comes. Okay. I think this is just, yeah, okay. Did we not progress the quest? I may have to dig deeper into her story.
Your mind comes...
Tell me about the birthing
The birthing
bell.
bell. It is where I could draw new souls into the world.
What did you do when the
I
Hollowborn
recall
came?
some of the memory of it through what you have seen, but not all. The curse.
There's a slight chill between the two of you, a current of emotion. The next thoughts come slowly, almost frightened into your mind, like terrified children blanketed with a mother's fear.
You speak of the curse that fell upon the children. This curse that has fallen on this country.
She lowers her head. Something seems to surround you, a mist heavy and thick. As the grieving mother looks inward, it closes in, threatening to choke you. Finally, she raises her gaze, and the mist retreats. I know only that it is a scourge upon every hearth in Deerford. Deerford, and one that threatens to tear the country asunder. What are you wearing on your wrist? We know about this. If the birthing chimes are given to newborns, why do you wear a set now?
There was no child to carry it.
And suddenly there's a rasping cry across her consciousness, and you see her flinch visibly as if struck. She raises her hands, and you see the chimes drape from them, yet they make no sound as she moves. In your memory, they look like bones.
And carry the weight of 100 deaths. I know, Watcher.
This is about the Hollowborn, isn't it?
The Hollowborn. The Hollowborn have a future. They can be saved, and the Tells spoke of such.
How would you know? Have you seen this future?
They can be saved. They must be saved. You have seen the beauty in childbirth. What good came into the world there on the plateau. You helped me recall it. It is a memory we shared. It is the truth.
In the memories you hid the chimes in your wrist from the mother. Why? It is not what I hid, but what she saw. She couldn't know. How would she not know, though? The grieving mother squeezes her eyes shut and brings her hands to her ears. You have woven truth for countless mothers. How can I trust what you tell me? Truth is shaped by belief, by choice. It is coaxed from chaos like a child from the womb. No more equivocation. What really happened at the birthing bell?
And what would you consider real, Watcher? The truth that was experienced and remembered? Or the one that burned out only to be swept under the rug and forgotten like ash from a fireplace?
What happened mattered. Forgetting it doesn't make it less real.
And how much of your own life has been lost to the error of memory? How many loves and betrayals were colored with the false hues of emotion? A pity to wonder how much of your own life happened the way you recall. The birthing bell. The curse.
Man, this is...
Absolutely.
This character is super deep. Wow. Okay. So... We'll probably need to rest in the meantime anyway. So let's do a quick drop of Pelagina. We're going to pick up Sagani. And we're going to work on Sagani's quest, and we'll rest while we do that. Let's go get the loot first. We can do this super quick. What level is she? 7? You know, I'm almost tempted just... I'm almost tempted just to auto-level them for now. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that, because I'm not going to use these guys, so I don't care. If I do auto-level Companion once, then it'll auto-level her, and then... Right? No? It doesn't auto-level her?
Absolutely.
Maybe I have to zone first? Oh, I bet she has to level, and then it auto-levels her. Okay, well, looks like we're going to do this then. Let's turn that off. Alright, we'll whip through this super quick. Give you a takedown. That's a good one. Athletics. Accurate wounding. Or brutal takedown. That's a good one. I got that on Cohh too. I'm going to basically spec her just like we do Cohh. Stalker's Link. That's a great one for accuracy. Just a couple more levels to go. Faithful Companion, sure. Defensive Bond, no. Aerosense? Yes. The only thing I need to make sure we get with her is the ability that adds the second arrow. Double shot, or what it's called? Twinned arrows. Yeah, that's amazing. I want to make sure we get that. You use hunting bows. Although, you know what? Maybe... yeah, it's fine. I'm sure we've got a bow for her. We want peasant for hunting bow. Got to get that accuracy. I don't worry about that. We're going to save for athletics. Stunning shots? Yeah. Okay, great. All right, great. Am I going to take a lunch today? No. There will be no lunch today. Nope, nope, nope. Did I kill the last boss? No, we're going to be doing that here in just a little bit. Do. Get drifting flight as well? Oh, I'll have to see. I'm not even sure what that is. All right. Let's get you some gear. I want weapons. Enchants high to low. What's our best bow? Probably that Perseverance bow or whatever it's called. Where is that thing? Oh, do you already have it? No, you have some pansy hunting bow. Where is that really nice bow? We got it in the Endless Paths. Did I put it on someone? I know I didn't sell it. Oh, there it is. Man, it was right in front of me. Totally blind, I tell you. Okay, so there's that. We probably got some stuff for her here. +1 dex. +3 con. We'll just throw some stuff on her. It really doesn't matter. -10 armor speed penalty. I like that. There's a nice big resist ring. Sure, +10 deflection against range attacks. Even more. Sure, we'll take it. Get you a nice helmet. Do we have a nice helmet? Sure. Oh, what about... maybe one of these is better. Ooh. That looks creepy. I like it. Then we need boots. Sure. And I love having all this just like equipment to choose from. This is kind of awesome. +9 deflection. Perfect. Okay. Man, that helmet is creepy as hell. I like it.
I must say, I'm impressed.
All right, let's go get this loot. Loot time. Loot time. All the way down. Boop. Koshi is not that ugly. Oh. Ozpro with a $10 tip. Happy birthday to Lena Cohh. Here's a tip for Julia for the new emotes. They look amazing. Oh, thank you, Ozpro. I appreciate that. Quick note, it's a little, like, you don't want to tip me for Julia. I think she actually... Julia, do you have a tipping thing on your page? We need to talk about that, because that there's issues there. But I will make sure that tip gets to her, and thank you. FSU fan with the new sub, Spiffy Ball Guy with the new Prime sub, Belial with the 40 months. Thank you for that, man. We also have Chelavek and Magic Geese, both with the 4 months. Harry the Unharry with the 500 cheer. And Seal says, PoE2 tomorrow already. Been a lurker for a while now and love being a part of the community. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you, Q Seal. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Yes, and for those that haven't heard, we have I'll be posting the link in chat. We are definitely playing PoE2 tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. EDT. So hope to see you guys there. Awesome, awesome. Here's the tweet for anyone that wants to help spread the word. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Who is Julia? Julia is our local emote artist. Yep. Julia makes all of well, most of our channel emotes are made by Julia. A very talented artist. Artiste. All right, let's go see. We may actually have a fight down here, because there were definitely ads down here that we didn't deal with. Well, what am I waiting for Saturday then if you're going to be playing PoE tomorrow? Nothing. Be here tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. So I'll tune in about noon tomorrow to be in time for character creation. Yeah. We'll see. Maven Tall, I see you in there. How are you doing? A sip to you as well, my friend. Tink. Good to see you. The Adra is so smooth that you can barely feel the marks of a chisel. I want to just say it's a big toe. The Adra toenail is as hard and smooth as a steel tower shield. Nice. Looks like the ads are gone. Oh my. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, this will do. This will do. I'll take a look at all this here in a second. Oh, my lord. Any crazy cool spells? Ah, nah. That would have been fun. Have some unique spells down here. That would have been awesome. Whoa! What? That's kind of awesome. The Little Savior. What a great name for that, too. All right, hold on. We gotta make sure. I don't believe that there's no hidden items down here. Really? Really? You bury your arm to the shoulder and you still haven't reached the bottom of the pile. How do we not come out of this with, like, plus 30,000 gold? That always bugs me in games like this. When you find, like, giant hordes of treasure and you just can't do anything with them. Can you imagine seeing all this and being in a position in this game where you need money? Like, you just bought a bunch of stuff and you're out of money and you're just like, ah, yeah. Oh, my lord. Jelma Posse. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Sekuso. Yeah, I know. I was looking at the higher level spells. All those icons looked familiar. So, yeah, we're good. There we go. Great. Man, we got 2 animals. That's pretty cool. When is the new PoE going to be released? May 8th. May 8th is the release date for the new PoE, and we're going to be playing the new PoE tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Yeah. Was that a foot? Yes, it was. Wow, Bizzo, that's a thing. Woodsman Finn. That's true. That's true. DLS, I wish, buddy. Okay, so let's go ahead to the world map here, and I think we're gonna go down and look at Sagani's quest now. They're just chocolate coins. Oh, that's rude. Did I get PoE earlier? Yes, we're gonna be playing PoE 2 starting tomorrow. We have access to the entire game starting tomorrow morning, non-embargoed. Big thanks to Obsidian for that. That's kind of awesome.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Thanks, buddy. There we go. Speaking of Critical Role, any chance you'll be playing with those actual characters in your playthrough? Well, I'm gonna use in-game characters. Oh yeah, I very rarely make characters, so any in-game characters that we come along we'll be using. I know you can make your own classes and stuff in this game, but I'd much rather have voice actors and stuff. Okay, now we have to go to here, I think. We gotta bring Sagani down to here to see, now, for those that don't remember, Sagani is from a tribe of cold-faring hunting dwarves. And what they do is every couple centuries, they send people out to find ancient leaders that have been put into other people's souls. So Sagani is actually out on a quest to find an ancient leader in a new person's body. And we were able to, as a watcher, kind of see where the person was, and we remembered that he was over a cliff. So this person might be it. As you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persok, who is the person Sagani is looking for. He was here not long ago. Sagani stands alert, the Adra statuette in one hand while she scans the cliff. You close your eyes, feeling the ether for some trace of Persok's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persok. Oh, Red Dragon Rob. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, you have to remember, I haven't actually seen any Critical Role, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. Yeah, unfortunately. Wish I had more time. You feel Persok running through the forest this time, hurtling and dashing around rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the details between the blurred greenery. Something looms out of the trees ahead of you. Persok finally stops in front of an Adra arch. I know where to look for next for Persok.
Then I'll follow. In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persok is now.
Someone who appreciates the scenery. Nothing against these stuffy forests, but you haven't seen the southern lights over Nasatak.
At least we're getting closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year.
What was he like?
That depends on who you ask. I talked to everyone in Masuk before I left. I heard he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes from the Adir epics. He was probably all those things at different times.
The odd thing is, many in Masuk weren't much older than me when Persak passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa, our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
He was obviously important to your people.
It just seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persak was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
Seems like the legacy he left his family would be more important.
Perhaps you're right. Anyway, what about this Theos character you're searching for? Seems like he was someone important to you. What do you remember about him?
He had an impressive beard.
Not a lot to go on, huh? Hopefully you can pick up a few more clues about him while we're running around.
Enough chatter for me or Persak will find himself a new body before we even get to this one. Okay.
I'm here.
So the Adra Arch. That Adra Arch is in a specific zone that I will know the second we get to it. But I'm having trouble remember. I think it's in the southeastern area. I think it's one of these. I think it's one of these. Let's try. Oh, Searing Falls is where the dragon and pools are. That's not it. Elm Shore is where we tracked through to get to. I think it's Elm Shore. Is it Elm Shore? I want to say it's here.